a little bit of weed.
Body camera footage obtained by The Intercept shows a Staten Island police officer apparently planting marijuana in a car during a traffic stop. The incident comes just a few weeks after a similar one, originally reported by the New York Times, in which the same cop was again caught by his body camera in the apparent act of planting marijuana in a car.
Yo, he put something in my car, yo!
Alright, this was in the back seat on the floor. Said marijuana cigarette, it's lit.
In the more recent incident, two officers pulled over passenger Jason Serrano and a friend for a broken taillight. As the officers approached the car and the driver rolled down the window, the officers claimed the car smelled like weed and ordered both people out of the car.
The car smells like marijuana, so we're gonna check it, all right?
Okay, and then what?
I fix it. There's nothing in the car, you'll be good to go, all right?
Serrano was recovering from abdominal surgery after being stabbed. He lifts his shirt to reveal his wound to one of the officers.
I don't want to see that right now, okay?
I can get out. I can barely move, bro.
Once out of the car, the officers demand to search Serrano's jacket, and he refuses.
Do me a favor, give me the jacket.
There's nothing in my jacket. I'm not getting searched for no reason.
As Serrano grows agitated, the officers become more aggressive.
Come on, relax.
Relax.
Yo,
Relax, 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 relax.
Yo.
They grab him, push him to the ground, and handcuff him.
Take him down. Take him down. Take him down. Take him down. Take him down.
Yo.
Relax. Relax.
Serrano remains on the ground, handcuffed and in visible pain for the rest of the traffic stop, until an ambulance arrives to take him to the hospital.
Can someone call an ambulance? Is anybody gonna do that?
The two officers, Kyle Erickson and Elmer Pastran, begin searching the car and Serrano's jacket. Officer Erickson tells Pastran that they need to find evidence.
I'm searching the rest of the car.
Yeah, we gotta find something.
Officer Erickson begins searching the car. He searches the passenger side area first. When he finds nothing, he can be heard murmuring an expletive. Erickson returns to Pastran to ask.
Should I search the whole thing? Or what do you think?
Yeah, search the whole thing.
He returns to the passenger side and searches through Serrano's jacket, the cup holder, and the center console. As he continues searching the rest of the car, the driver approaches.
I can watch him search my car. Cause like, what is he doing? Like,
Man, stand back.
why? What are you doing?
Erickson looks back at Pastran, visibly agitated.
See nothing.
It's all right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After several minutes searching the car, Erickson again admits that he hasn't found anything.
Nothing?
I don't see anything.
Yeah, you said it's a truck? I'll get it for you.
15 seconds later, Erickson returns to the front seat cup holder and sets something down.
It's a little bit of weed. It's a little bit of weed.
Erickson continues searching through the center console, where he's already looked. A minute or so later, he again sounds agitated.
Good?
Erickson shakes his head as he continues fiddling through Serrano's jacket, just out of the camera's view. A couple minutes later, the two officers say they found weed flakes in Serrano's jacket.
Flakes everywhere, though.
Yeah, no, he had weed. You could see his weed here.
At the end of the search, Erickson turns to Pastran.
You good? We're good?
The officers then fist bump each other.
Well, I'm not surprised. I've seen stuff like that happen. It's like they did that when the camera was on. Like they know they have body cams. Imagine what they do when there's nothing. I've never been to LA, but I feel like it's the police I'm most afraid of because of what some of my friends told me. I've been numerous times to New York. I don't play that. In New York, I don't. I'm nervous. We got arrested a couple of times when I was in New York. The stress level is higher when I'm in the States and I get arrested. That's for sure. Stuff like that happens here. It's just that they're much more in denial than in the States. It's like people here think that it's really just in the States that stuff like that happen. Sometimes when I talk about that to some people, they're like, yeah, but they don't have the right to do that. That's the point. That's why it's bad. It's because they don't have the right. Yeah, but they're cops. Like, they're humans. Before they're cops, they're humans. They're human beings. I know some people are gonna say again with the rhetoric, it's not all cops. I know. But when the cops that are in fault gets backed by the cops that are not in fault, it's all cops. Because the ones that are not concerned cannot talk. The fraternity is really strong. The only cops that I've heard talk about shit like that is the ones that are not in the force anymore. But when they're in the force, they can't say. The cop fraternity is really too strong. I saw recently I got arrested. Well, I got controlled. And the whole time the cop was talking to me, he saw that I was looking at his badge right here, and it was like a Blue Lives Matter badge. The whole time I was just like, he was talking to me, and I was like this. I understand that your life matters, but you have a permit to kill and to do whatever, and it's gonna pass. We don't have body cams here, so I'm not surprised of this. You showing me cops planting evidence? Not surprised at all. Not fazed by this, but I feel powerless. There's nothing I can do about that, and that's the thing that's scary, is that there's nothing you can do. That's how I feel, because the general public doesn't really believe you. Remember when we were on that TV show? And he said, recently there was a report that shows that was not made by the police that showed that black people are 4 more. And we were like, duh, yeah, black people are 4 more susceptible to be arrested than white people. And we're like, yeah, we've been telling you this for years. Years. You show me shit like that, I really just feel powerless. It's in the States. It's here as well. There's a bunch of stories that we never hear about. Yes, sometimes the case gets dropped, but you have to go through that hassle, that stress, and then you get PTSD. I don't drive the same when there's a cop behind me, when there's a cop around. It's crazy. Just me driving the tour bus. If I see a cop stopped on the side of the road, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to pull on the side and talk to him. Instead of them coming at me, I'm going to go to them. They're not going to do the job of killing things down. They're supposed to de-escalate things, but they don't do it. I'm gonna have to do it. But it shouldn't be like that. They should be the one that, okay, yeah, but right now they don't do it. I'm just gonna try to go after me, all right? Women should be able to walk down the street and nothing happened to them. But if my girl gets pregnant and I have a little girl, my job is for my little girl to come back home. My job is for my boy to come back home. So I'm gonna have to talk with them. Don't bother cops. Do not. Let them do their things over there and don't scream at them, nothing. They have the right to put you in a cell and stuff like that. And we don't know when you're going to get out. And we have to go through the whole legal process. Even if you're right, they get arrogant quick. They know. Cops are as cocky as a girl that thinks you're not going to hit him because you're a girl. She's a girl. They going to get cocky. They going to get in your face. They going to say racial shit when you're in your car. That happened to me.
I think that was probably the most interesting part.
What?
I watched it and I was indifferent.
That's what I'm saying. You watch exactly.
Yeah, that was just like the thing I took away from the most. I was like, I watched it and I've just seen so much of it, whether it be in person or on video, that I'm just like, meh.
Hey, did you know there was a school shooting in America last week? Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just weird that we're getting to that place now. You know, before we didn't have cameras and people was always getting outraged when they would hear news stories, and now we do have cameras and people was getting outraged, and now we got to a point that we got so used to that unless we could be there in virtual reality and feel it when the cop, like, we're gonna need something next level.
Yeah, for us to feel it. We're gonna have to like feel his scars that he had because of his surgery. But other than that, it's like, wow, that was a wild ride.
Yeah,
and then back to normal.
It's unfortunate because I don't think that kind of apathy is good, but it just seems like a natural defense mechanism.
Is it our fault?
No. But that's what I'm saying. I think it's like a natural defense mechanism.
For real, bro. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired. It's not even so much the fact that I'm laughing at this or whatever. I'm tired, man.
I get you. Listen, bro.
You started the video and I was like, oh.
Listen, I get you, B. I understand. I get it.
What the f*** you want me to do, bro?